My family slept in a different bedroom every night, on a rotation my mother set. I was 14 the night she told me to stay in mine. It started the year I turned 9, a few months after my dad moved out. My mom pulled a chart out of the kitchen drawer one evening and taped it to the fridge. "New rule," she said. "Everybody sleeps where the chart says." Why? Because I said so. The chart had our names, me, my little sister Dana, my mom, and a grid of the 4 bedrooms. Every square was filled in for the next month. Monday I was in the guest room. Tuesday the office. Wednesday my mom's room while she took mine. It never repeated the same way twice. At first it felt like a game. Dana loved it. She'd drag her stuffed rabbit down the hall going, "I'm the office queen tonight." But the game never stopped. Year after year, that chart got refilled the first of every month. My mom sitting at the table with a pencil and a look on her face like she was doing math that hurt. I asked her about it more than once as I got older. "Mom, this is weird. My friends don't do this. Your friends aren't my kids. Can I at least keep my own room? I'm 14. No, that's insane. Then I raised you insane." Charts on the fridge. She checked the locks every night at 9 p.m. Front, back, the sliding door, the 2 downstairs windows that didn't have screens. She did it the same order every time, touching each latch twice, and if you talked to her while she did it, she'd lose her place and start over. I thought she was just anxious. She took pills for it. I let it go. Then came a Thursday in October. I was doing homework when she opened my door without knocking. She had the chart in her hand, folded small. "Tonight you stay in your room," she said. I looked at the paper. "It says I'm in the office." "I know what it says. Stay in yours." "Where's Dana going?" "To Grandma's." I already dropped her off. That stopped me. My mom never let Dana sleep out on a school night. "Mom, what's going on?" She came in and sat on the edge of my bed, which she never did. Her hands were shaking. "I need you to do exactly what I tell you. When you go to sleep, leave your lamp on. Don't lock your door. If you hear anything in the hall, you stay in that bed and you do not make a sound. Can you do that?" "You're scaring me." "Good," she said. "Stay scared. It'll keep you quiet." She stood in my doorway a second longer. "It was never a game, baby. I'm sorry." Then she went and did the locks. But this time she did them backwards. She unlatched the sliding door and left it open 2 inches. I watched her from the top of the stairs. She saw me watching and put a finger to her lips. I didn't sleep. I lay there with the lamp on, blanket to my chin, listening to the house tick. Around 1 a.m. I heard the sliding door roll the rest of the way open. Footsteps, slow ones, coming up the carpeted stairs. They reached the top and stopped. Then a man's voice, low, talking to himself. "Guest room," he said. A door creaked. A pause. No. Footsteps. Office. Another door. No. He was going room to room, checking, counting. I understood it all at once, lying there in the light. The rotation, 5 years of it. He didn't know where I'd be. She'd made sure he could never know which door was mine on any given night, because if he ever got in, he'd have to guess, and every wrong room was time, was noise, was a chance for her to hear him first. The footsteps came to my door. The knob turned. It wasn't locked, because she'd told me not to lock it. The door opened and a man stood there. Older, thinner than the pictures my mom kept hidden in her closet, but I knew his face. My father. He looked at me in the lamplight and he smiled like he'd won something. "There you are," he said. "You grew up. You're supposed to be in prison," I said. My voice came out a whisper. "Got out Tuesday." He stepped in. "You put me there, remember? 9 years old and you told them everything." I've had a long time to think about that. Behind him, my mother's bedroom door opened without a sound. She'd been in there the whole time, not asleep, waiting. She came down the hall in her socks, and she had the shotgun from the crawl space already up against her shoulder, and 2 police officers came up the stairs behind her with their guns drawn where they'd been crouched by the open sliding door since 11 p.m. On the floor, she said, "Hands out. You walked into the one room I wanted you in."